Namaste and welcome to this restorative yoga class to help you calm your anxious mind before going to sleep. If you're new here, hey, my name is Alauna and I am a yoga teacher who lives nomadically in my car. You can see more about my life on my channel, so make sure you subscribe and stick around. But this yoga class is a part of my Mind on Yoga Academy, where I teach you the scientific research and yogic philosophy behind why yoga is so beneficial for your mental health and helping to reduce things like anxiety and stress and depression and PTSD and all of the above. So if you're interested in lectures, yoga classes, and guided breathwork meditations to help you practice what you're learning, be sure to check out the link in the description. You will need 2 blocks for this practice or 1 long, firm pillow, whatever you have access to. But we won't be needing these until the end, so you can just set them off to the side. And we'll go ahead and begin in a child's pose. So, bring the knees wide on your mat. Big toes come to touch. Hips sink back towards the heels as you extend the arms out long on your mat, allowing the forehead to relax down. And allow the torso to melt down between the thighs. If you want to relieve some pressure on your shoulders here, you can bend into the elbows, stacking the hands, and allow the head to rest on the hands here. Modifying however feels good, and then allowing your body to relax into the pose. So you're not trying to hold on to any tension, you're trying to let go. Inhaling in, noticing where you feel that tension in the body. Then exhale, let it go. Maybe you sigh out the mouth. Good. Again, inhale in. Exhale, let it go. And begin to deepen your connection to your breath. Using the breath to draw your awareness into the present moment. Inhaling in. And exhaling to let go of any other thoughts. Now, letting go of your thoughts is always easier said than done. But whenever a thought arises, I want you to take notice. What is it? And is there anything I can do about it in the present moment? Most likely the answer to that question is no, unless you're feeling it because of discomfort in the body, and then you're welcome to make an adjustment. But a lot of times the thoughts that are in our mind racing before we're trying to go to bed are things that we cannot really do anything about at this time. And you have 2 options. You can either continue thinking about them, continue ruminating on the thoughts that arise, or you can simply just notice, oh yeah, I know, and then let it go. So, for example, if your mind keeps wandering to your to-do list for tomorrow, simply notice it, Remind yourself that that is the to-do list for tomorrow, not the present moment right now. And then come back to your breath, inhaling in and exhaling out, staying present. On your next inhale, slowly begin to lift the forehead up off of the mat. And begin to lift up into a comfortable seat. So you can shift the feet off to one side. And just come to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, keeping the eyes closed. And just taking a moment to observe how you feel. Not judging or analyzing how you feel, but just simply observing and noticing the sensations that you feel in the body. Good. And slowly make your way over into all fours. And we'll just take some cats and cows here to roll through the spine. So spreading the fingertips nice and wide. Inhale, send the heart forward, curl the tailbone up, look forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, slowly round through the back, pressing the shoulder blades apart and drawing the tailbone down. Making this a really slow movement, slowing down your breath as you move. And adding any forwards and back, side to side wiggles or movements that feel good. And when you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. Walk both knees back, tuck the toes under, find a downward facing dog just so that we can set up for our next pose. So you'll want to walk the hands all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the right leg up and back. Point it into a tree. Then exhale, draw right knee behind the right wrist, right toes behind the left wrist, and send the left leg back behind you, coming into your pigeon posture. Now, if this is too much for you and it's not relaxing at all, you can always take this lying down on your back. So cross right ankle over the left thigh as you're lying down, and then draw the thighs in towards you. Or if this feels all right on your hips, maybe you hang out here. Maybe you lower down to the forearms. Whatever variation allows you to feel relaxed and allows you to rest your body. Noticing if your mind wandered during that transition. And then just simply bringing your awareness back to the present moment, back to the breath. On your next inhale, slowly begin to lift back up. And then make your way back to downward facing dog. If you took that variation on your back, just go ahead and switch sides on your back now. But from downward facing dog, go ahead and lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring left knee behind the left wrist, left toes behind the right wrist, and extend the right leg back behind you. Finding what's comfortable on the hips here. Maybe you stay lifted, or maybe you lower all the way down onto the forearms. Either way, just taking the variation that's easiest to breathe into. Inhaling in and exhaling out. On an inhale, slowly begin to lift back up. And then everybody make your way into a comfortable seat, however is easiest for you to get there. Oh, I got stuff stuck to my butt. The joys of doing yoga out in nature. Alright, and just grounding down into your seat here. Again, taking notice of how the body is feeling. Not thinking about it, but simply observing. Then we'll go ahead and use our 2 blocks. So, setting them up for fish pose, we'll make a T. So the first one goes long ways, the second one crosses the T at the top. You can always adjust these once you get down there. But then you'll want to extend your legs out long. Jesus, my mat is a mess. Extending your legs out long. Align the first block with the middle of your spine. Oh, yep, my back already popped. And then bring the second block underneath the base of your head. So it might take a moment here to get comfortable, but I encourage you to not just accept where you first land and make adjustments as needed. And you can place the hands wherever is comfortable. And either stay here or bend into both knees and bring the soles of feet to touch, allowing the knees to open out wide into a butterfly pose. Then noticing if those transitions caused your mind to wander. And reminding yourself that that's okay, but that's not what you need to be doing right now. And that it's okay to let those things go and allow yourself to relax. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And slowly begin to curl the chin in towards your chest and lift up off of the blocks. If you had the feet in butterfly, stay here. If you did not, bring the soles of feet to touch. And we'll take a forward fold butterfly variation. So just allowing the torso to relax. And do a counter pose to that fish pose. And slowly lift back up. You can move the blocks off to one side. You still want to keep one block close by. Mosquito. One block close by to come down into a supported bridge posture. So you'll walk the feet in towards the hips and slowly lift the hips to slide the block underneath where it feels good. So you don't want it like right on the end of your tailbone, but you also don't want it on your lower back. You want it right in between. And coming back to stillness with the body and the mind. Coming back to the breath. And slowly lift the hips up. And slide the block out from underneath you. And extend the legs out long on your mat. Maybe wiggling the hips a bit. Moving the feet from side to side. Just finding what's comfortable. And again, coming back to that stillness, both physically and mentally. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. There's no one else you need to be. Simply be here in the present moment with your breath. Inhaling in Exhaling to let go. Feel free to stay here as long as your body wants. Maybe allowing yourself to drift off to sleep.